Okay, I think we can start with a little bit of background, Money.
Yeah, sure. So, hi all. So this demo is for how to add new GSP in the government portal as well as in Avalara portal, so that the data will flow from the new GSP. So the main intention of switching to new GSP is the earlier GSP we are seeing a frequent outage from the system, so that for smooth and better support to you all, right? So we are switching to new GSP. So we'll show a recorded video to you how to add or how to log into the government portal and where to find to add this GSP as well as in Avlara portal as well. So if anyone, or you can simultaneously add if you want by logging into your portals and with the same flow. So that will be helpful to you. If you have any questions, you can ask. So this is uh, a brief background on how to add GSP in both portals. So can we start, Tilak, or should we wait?
Yeah, I think we have enough number of attendees, so let's start now.
Yes. So just drop your questions in chat window if you are doing parallelly with us, so that we'll be waiting for you also to do this process. Just drop your name or something that you are doing parallelly with us, so that we'll give you enough time to add the details also, so that it will be easy for you also. By end of this session, I think you will be completed by adding GSPs from your port from government as well as in Ablara portal.
Okay, so let's go through the overview, Money, and then we can take up some questions. I think we already have some Sham Sundar. He has raised hand, and we'll have some questions. So let's
Yeah.
reserve that for the last 15 minutes.
So yes. So if you are an e-invoicing user as well as an e-waybill user uh, with Avalara, right? So you can add GSP in the e-invoicing itself. So it will be automatically added in the e-waybill. So the same username password you can add in Avalara portal for e-invoicing and e-waybill. Now I'm just showing you how to add new GSP in the government portal for e-invoicing. So the URL for adding for new GSP in the government portal is einvoice1.gst.gov.in. So this is a government production portal where user can add the new GSP. So just now I am just logged into the einvoice1.gst.gov.in. On the right hand top corner, right? So you can see a login button where user can click on that login button. So you can see a pop-up window. There you can see username, password, and captcha. So this username is password is already, I think you have added the earlier GSPs, right? So this username password that I think you already know. This is your own username password. It doesn't depend on GSP. This is a normal portal username password. Okay. Now I'm just entering the username password for logging into the e-invoice portal. So I entered username. Now I entered password. So I'm entering captcha. So now I logged into the production e-invoice portal. So this where I can see my dashboard as well, and my left hand corner, right? You can see e-invoice, MIS reports, user management, API registration, change password, feedback, update contact details, update e-waybill. So here, after this screen, right? So now user needs to go and click on API registration. So under API registration, they need to go user credentials. Under user credentials again, they need to click create API user. So here user will get an OTP to the registered mobile. So which is already registered in the government portal. Once OTP is received via text message, user needs to enter the OTP here. Okay, now I am entering the OTP and I am verifying the OTP. So once the OTP is verified, right? So the next screen we can see is, do you wish to register your GSTN for API interface? Either it can be through GSP, through ERP, or through client ID of our other. Now we are onboarding new GSP, right? So that is the reason user needs to click the radio button of through GSP. So once I click the through GSP, I need to select the GSP, which GSP I am onboarding. Now user needs to select in the drop down Clayfin Technologies Private Limited. This is the legal name of Viana. So now user needs to click on the drop down as Clayfin Technologies Private Limited. Once you selected this Clayfin Technologies Private Limited, user needs to create his or her unique username password. Okay, so this username password will be used by Avalara to send your data to the government, which means the government will know that yes, this user is sending the data to me and this is his or her credentials, so that data can be saved. It means like government is authenticating your credentials first, then it will allow the data into the system and get it saved, either get it saved and generate IRN or e-waybill. So once I selected the GSP from the drop down, user can enter a unique username password. We need to remember this username password. This username password should be provided to Avalara. Then only we can send the data to GST, either NIC portals of e-invoice or e-waybill. Else we cannot send it. So that is the reason. Once you click submit, you can see the API username password has been created successfully. Now that means the username password which we created in the earlier screen. I'll show you again. This username password in this screen, what we have created, that needs to be provided to Avalara. So once I click on submit, see, I'm rephrasing it because you need to understand this, because this username password is only critical for Avalara. So once you create it successfully, now I'll show how to input the username password which we created earlier in Avalara portal. So now user can log into the production portal, which is trustfile.gst.in, where user can enter his username password which you created when you onboarded to Avalara portal. So here I'm entering the username password. So once I clicked username and password and I just logged into this system, right? So you can see the opening page of Avalara. So here you can click the company name. So if I have only single company, so I'm just clicking username password. So now I'm going to enter the username password here. So see, once we logged into the system, we need to click on manage companies on the right hand top corner. So once I click that manage companies, you can see my GSTNs. What are the available GSTNs for that login? So once I see the GSTN, I have multiple GSTNs in my login. Now I'm going to click on one GSTN where I'm going to add the username password, which I created earlier in the government portal. So once that is done, now I'm clicking the e-invoicing tab. under e-invoicing tab, you can find API GST Suvidha provider. So under GST Suvidha provider, user needs to click on Vayana. Vayana is a alias called Clayfin Technologies. Under Vayana, you can add the e-invoice API username password, which we created in the government portal. Now I'm inputting this username password, which I created, and I saved it successfully. So now e-invoicing onboarding of GSP in government portal as well as in Avalara portal is completed. It's an easy steps where first we need to log in into government portal, add that and take that username password here and just add it here. That's it. So successfully we completed adding new GSP in government portal as well as in Avalara portal. Now I'm just showing to you the e-waybill also, just for your reference. Uh, Now I'm logging into the new government production portal of e-waybill. So where we can go into e-waybill login, which is ewaybill.nic.in. So now I'm clicking to login. So once I click the URL, you can see the login page. Now I'm entering the username password. So you can see the captcha I'm entering. I'm just logging into it. So once I logged in, I can see the dashboard of my e-waybill also. Earlier we saw the e-invoice dashboard, right? Now I can see the e-waybill dashboard also. So once in the e-waybill dashboard, I need to in the left hand corner. If you see in e-invoice also, it should be in the left hand corner only. In left hand corner, under registration, we need to click for GSP or ERP. So again, my mail ID, mobile number will be populated. So I need to click send OTP on the screen. So the OTP will be sent to my registered mobile number. So I'm entering that OTP now and I'm verifying that OTP and I completely logged into the registration of GSP. I can see the Clayfin Technologies Private Limited here, which means I already done in e-invoicing, right? So same thing will be auto populated here. So if you are doing for both e-invoicing and e-waybill, right? This activity is not required. In e-waybill system, it is not required. This is only for the people who are not eligible for e-invoicing, but they only subscribe e-waybill in Avalara portal. Now they need to see this process, how to add this again. Because we already added Clayfin in e-invoice, right? That's why we can see here that is added automatically in the e-waybill system. So once if we want to add the new for who are not eligible for e-invoicing, so now they can click on the radio button add or new. Okay, they need to click the radio button of GSP. Now I'll select the user from the drop down, again Clayfin Technologies. I'll give the username password here, whatever it is, username and password. So once I added my username password, re-enter the password, everything. So I'll click add. Once I click add, automatically my details are saved. So then again, you can come into the Avalara portal. Again, I showed you how we came here and under e-waybill tab, right? So you can click again Vayana and you can give the username password here. Same username password you can give it here if you are eligible for e-invoicing and e-waybill. Okay, if you subscribed e-invoice as well as e-waybill. Okay, if you not subscribed for e-invoice, you are using only e-waybill, which is standalone e-waybill for B2C invoices or for job work, whatever it is, right? We are using the standalone e-waybill. That's where you need to go and register there and provide your username password. But if you have both e-invoicing and e-waybill, same username which we entered in e-invoicing, you can give it in e-waybill also. So here I'll give the username password because I registered e-invoice and e-waybill in Avalara. So the same username password which I given in e-invoicing, I'm just giving here, same thing. Now I'm clicking save. You can see your e-way bill details are successfully updated. This ends that you have added the new GSP in government portal as well as in Avlara portal. So this leads a smooth switching to the new GSP. So the last date of adding this credentials, again we are telling the last day for adding this credentials is 3rd March. From after 3rd March, we are shifting to the new GSP. So we request you to add the new GSP as shown now in your respective logins and help us to smoothly switch to new GSP. So any questions we can take? Anything you need to add, Manojit or Uday?
Nothing from my side.
Okay, so we'll just quickly go through the audience.
Yes, I'm just going through comments.
Okay.
Just give me a
For
second.
creating a ticket, we can share the link with you, which is the.
Yes, you can create ticket also. Whatever any queries you have, you can feel free to ask. I'm Jagannathan S. Hi, we are using Oracle NetSuite. This session is relevant to us. Yes, sir. You need to add this and you need to provide these credentials to your partner. If you don't have login into the Avlara, which partner it is, Uday? Do you know? Uday?
I think there's on.
He is on mute. Sir, anyway, Jagannathan is, if you are filing, if you are generating IRN or e-invoices from your partner, you need to give these details to your partner. So your partner will add this username password in Avlara portal. If you are directly integrating Avlara APIs to your NetSuite or Oracle, so this session is relevant. You need to add GSP by yourself and add the username password in Avlara. So I hope this resolves your query, sir. If you are coming via partner, then you need to provide these details to partner. If you are coming directly using Avlara APIs directly integrated to your system, then you need to add this GSP in government portal as well as in Avlara portal for everyone who is using e-invoicing and e-way bill with Avlara. So can you please share the point of contact for any support required in future? So I think you, Urmila TC, I think you can raise a support case. So I think they can reach you out with your queries, whatever you have. Either it is a GSP or from the product side also. You can give the relevant information and you can raise a case with us. So one of the support executive will attend that case and resolve your queries. Hope you will be sharing this video with us. Tilak, can we share this video?
Yes, definitely. We are recording the
Yes,
session.
yes, we can share this video in the mail. No worries. Need to change the username password for SFTP and all. This is, see, SFTP is where you are sending the data, on how you are sending the data. Okay, either it is SFTP or either it is API or either it is manual upload in Avlara portal. This is just the data coming into the Avlara portal. But this Vayana GSP, what we are saying is this GSP is where we are communicating this data, your data, to government. So now this GSP will act as a communicator between Avlara as well as the government. So any flow, either it is SFTP or API or manual upload, you need to add these credentials in government portal as well as in Avlara portal. JK Iqbal, how will know that our username password created or not in government GST portal? If you are already an user of e-invoicing, right, already you should have an username password. See, first login I showed you, that is a normal login. For GST returns, we will logged into the portal, right, as an username password. That is where you will know. But whether you added Clayfin or not, you can go into that, whatever I show the register user, right, there you can see whether you added the Clayfin or not. If you have any questions more or doubt, maybe we can guide us. So you can raise a support ticket. I think Tilak already shared
You have
the
shared the
URL.
link, and you can also
Link.
reply to the email you received for the webinar. So either ways, whatever suits you.
Is there any staging portal to test this? Sir, we are not doing any enhancements, just we are doing a switching GSP. So it's not required to test anything from your end. We already tested from our end. This is the, like, see, we have 3 stages here, right? So one is your portal, which means either your ERP. The middleware is Avlara, and the last stage is government. So now the change is between Avlara and government, in between Avlara and government, which means from level 2 to level 3. So the change. But to send the data, right, if we are sending your data, we need to authenticate it, right? So I cannot take your data and send it without any username, password, or authentication, right? So that's why we are asking a new username password for new GSP. That's it. So there is nothing changed here. Just earlier we routed with Alankit. Now we are moving with new GSP. That's the only change we are doing here. So it's not required to test from your end. Anyway, we tested from our end. So just you can give username, password. That's it. Is there any code changes is needed for existing APIs? No, sir, nothing is required. Just whatever we showed in the video that you need to do, and that's it. Everything is same. Just we are earlier we are routing with one GSP named as Alankit. Now we are shifting that routing to Vayana. That's it. Please share the video. Yes, we'll share the video. What will be the process change in our process for generating invoices, which we are generating through Zilano? Nothing will change, sir. That's what we are saying. No process addition or change is there. Just you need to provide these credentials, which means Avlara is routing with another track, which is from Alankit to Vayana, right? So now government needs to say that yes, that XYZ data is sending from Vayana GSP or Clayfin GSP. So yes, this Clayfin GSP's username password is ABCD XYZ. Yes, I am authenticating. So this data can be routed from Vayana. So that's it. There is no process change, no APIs change, no input file changes, no response mechanism changes. Nothing is changed. Only the interface between Avlara and the government system we are going to change. That's it. I think we answered all questions.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think there was a hand raised from Mr. Shyam Sundar in the earlier part of the webinar. Sir, if you have any queries, feel free to add to the chat window.
Yes. And this, again, we are saying this needs to be done at a GSTN level, because the logins is at GSTN level, right? Though Avlara provides you login at account level, but the username password will be differ for each GSTN. So if you have 10 GSTNs, you need to log in 10 times of 10 different username passwords, whatever it is, you need to log in, because your returns is also at GSTN level. So if you have 10 GSTNs, you are filing 10 times of returns, right? 10 GSTN returns. Same thing, you need to log in 10 times in the government portal, get that username passwords and add it under your account, whichever it is in Avlara, either at GSTN level or at PAN level, whatever it is. Okay. So this is what extra I want to add. We are generating IRN invoices through NetSuite. So we need to GSP or no, required confirm. Sham Sundar. Sir, NetSuite is an ERP, right? So between NetSuite to government also, there is GSP is required. Any data going from any ASP solution or ERP solution should be via GSP only. So Uday, can you just check this Shyam Sundar Gadi? I think they have opted e-invoicing or e-bill with us, right?
I will have to check. Just give me a moment.
Can you just check and reach out to them? So, sir, anything, I am again rephrasing my sentence, any ERP or any ASP, whoever it is, to send data or to communicate anything to the government, GSP is mandatory. GSP means it is a license given by the government. So every ERP or ASP GST solution needs to connect with GSP, needs to send the data via GSP. So I think your question answered, sir. I think you need to add it. Though you are a NetSuite customer, your data is going via GSP.
Thank you. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the points, Mani.
Yes.
I'll just quickly add the link again so that if anybody has to pick it up, they can take it. So for any additional questions or feedback or any kind of place you're stuck, feel free to raise a ticket in this, or you can just simply reply to the webinar invite we sent you. And by tomorrow, you would also receive the recording of this webinar. So in case you have anything, just reply to that and we would be happy to reach out to you.
And please note that the last date to add this GSP is 3rd March 2022. So we have 2 days left. So please add as early as possible, so that the main thing is we want to provide you a uninterrupted service. So that's why the main reason we are shifting to the new GSP. So please add on or before 3rd March. So on 4th March, all the calls will be routed from Vayana GSP. If anybody not added their username password in Avlara portal, obviously they can see the failing request, which means you cannot send the data to the government, because we are not doing for a customer switch, we are doing as a global switch, which means all customers will be moved from old GSP to new GSP. So if you have not added the username password in Avlara portal, or if you have not added Clayfin in government portal also, from 4th March, you cannot generate e-invoice IRN from Avlara. So please note this point and add as early as possible. If any questions, you can reach out by raising a customer support ticket, or you can call to your CAM and you can clarify any doubts. That's it, Tilak, from my end.
Thank you, Mani, and thanks to all of you for taking out the time today to attend this webinar, and have a nice rest of your day, and you'll receive the recording soon. Thank you.